Hi there, welcome back. On the table here in front of me, I've got everything I need to build a timing box for the Hall effect sensor on the BMW. The timing, when I fitted it, I didn't screw up one of the bolts tight enough to align the Hall effect, and I think when I started it, rotated slightly and came out of position. So to time it back up, I've got to build a box. Now for that, I have a document that's available online with how to build time box, and all I need is everything you see in front of you. It's going to take a 9-volt battery, a connector, two 1K resistors, two different LEDs. I've gone for yellow and green to match my cabling, four different croc clips to connect up to the, what's the word I'm looking for? Connect up to the actual Hall effect sensor connector. And I've got some heat shrinking solder connections because my soldering skills are terrible, and a little heat shrinker heat gun tool that I'm going to try and use. So hopefully with all of this, I can actually then wire this up, set my bike to top dead center, and then get it so that it is following the correct signal on the Hall effect by providing power through the battery to the Hall effect sensor, which should light up the light. Crank it through 180, that should light up the other light. And apparently I'm supposed to set it just so the light goes on just before top dead center. So that's what I'm really trying to do. So this one's just me building the unit. I know a lot of people can put it in a fancy box, much as in this diagram. I don't really mind. So I'm just going to have it loosely cabled up together, which starts the whole process off. So I'm going to probably get started, and hopefully this is going to be relatively painless. Yes, on mine, the long leg of the LED is positive, so that needs to go to the resistor. And we're going to try these heat shrink tubing things because it's the first time I'm using these. It should just be a case of heat it up around. The solder, however, does not appear to be melting. So is my heat gun not getting hot enough? Or is it just I'm not holding it well? So the solder's supposed to melt under a heat gun. Come back with a little pair of, oh, okay, this will do. My hands nice and away from the heat. Oh, that's the green one. Now the green one gets put on the green croc clip there. And that then goes to the connector, so we'll come back to that. So I'll remember it's green. And I set the long leg to the resistor. This may not be as good a tool as I was hoping for. I think that solder started to melt finally. Yeah, there we go. They leave it a lot longer than I thought. Check that works before I start. So that one is my yellow. It goes on the short lead. Now, these then two go together onto my diagram, and also then hook up with a positive, which is this lead, and the positive, the battery. So I'm just going to give a bit more of a trim to this, which took the whole thing off. These wire strippers aren't the greatest. And don't use your teeth. Right, what was that? Red. What I'll do is just wind them together, give them a better chance. Them in there. Also, fold this over so they're a bit more. There. Let's see if we can get this hot enough to connect. It feels connected. And the black goes to the black. Let's just put it on this side first. So the black is wire. Just double check again. It'll go straight to my ground. What we can do is just quickly twist those together as well, giving a bit more of a mechanical connection. I'm not enthused by this soldering approach. I think even my soldering might have been a better option. But we shall see. Okay, so that then allows me to connect these colours up. And what I want to do now is just check which is red, which is green, and go throw it on the bike. So first of all, let's give that some life. Now I can do that just by simply connecting up. There we go. There we go. So green, go on so. That one's yellow. Now all I have to do is put this onto the actual bike and just get this into some kind of order. As the bike cycles through, the Hall effect sensor should go top dead center. Which way around was it? Yeah, upper sensor should be top dead, and then that one should be the lower sensor. And then I've got a positive here and a negative here to provide power to that. It should all loop through and complete my circuit. So you can see with the instructions, and I'll put the link in the description below, a lot of people build a nice box for it, tidy up all the cablings. I'm just using this once just to get this working and so I can move on. So what I'll do is I should probably do a separate video on that, because I haven't got time now to do this. I just want to get this set up so that when I do have time to jump outside, I can go straight into this and get everything sorted. If anyone else has any problems with this or needs to know where to find anything, let me know, but I'll try and include all the links for this in the description of the video. The actual parts themselves, the LEDs were just cheap purchase off Amazon. Again, the solder seal wire connectors. I'm not sure if I'm impressed, but again, that was a cheap eBay purchase, I believe. And the 1K resistors I had knocking around from some work I did. I think I actually originally got them from RS. The croc clips I actually got as a bulk purchase, a pack of 8 from eBay as well. I just snipped off the ends where I was going to have them hardwired. I know I could hardwire these together, but I figure I'll use these croc clips again at another point, so why bother wasting them? Whereas this I wanted relatively solid, so that when it's dangling outside I can see what's going on. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, thanks very much. Cheers.